This video is related to concurrent collection, that what is concurrent collection and what is the need of concurrent collection. Let me to start the comment. Got it? No. Now, what is concurrent collection? Concurrent collection. What is concurrent collection and what is the need of concurrent collection? As like we know that when I am creating array list, al is equal to new array list. When I am creating an empty array list, let me to import this. At first I have imported. When I am creating an array list, multiple threads are allowed to access on this. This concurrent collection is combination of collection plus multi-threading. Multi-threading related to collection and multi-threading. When I am creating this object, multiple threads are allowed to access this object. As like array list is not thread shaped. Whatever we are using, array list, linked list, or hash set or tree set or hash map or tree map, all the things are not thread shape. That's why multiple threads are allowed to access on this. This is the bigger problem. How it is bigger problem, let me to discuss. As like this, there is a banking server. This is I am creating a bank application. In this bank application, I want to store the details of all customers in an array list. Let me to add all the customer details in array list. Here array list, just take class customer. Now I am taking here, let me to take all the customer details. Wait, here let me to take all the customer details. This array list will take all the customer details. Now when I am writing here l.add bracket new customer, when I am writing this, what is the problem? Oh, sorry, I have not used the main method, that's why it is giving the problem. Let me to write the main method. It's happened sometime. Let me to add here. This is the main method. Now inside the main method, I am writing l.add of new customer. When I am writing here l.add of new customer, let's say there are 15 to 20 customers. Let's say there is 20 customers in the bank. That 20 persons has created the account in the bank. When I am writing l.add of new customer, then here, as the array list is not thread safe, so multiple threads are allowed to access this array list. Got it? Let's say one thread, let's say the thread T1. This is the thread T1. T1 want to read all the data, and at the same time T2 want to add one account. He wanted to create one account. Create. He want to create one account in the bank, and here it is T1 is reading the data. Now after T2 has completed the account, total account is 21 because T2 has created the account. But when the T1 was reading the data was 20. So this is the problem of array list, because as the array list is not thread safe, so multiple threads are allowed to access the data. So it provide it that's why it's bring the data inconsistency. Due to this, our data is inconsistent. It means we can say that this is a dirty data. Dirty data means here I have told you that T1 is reading that total 20 accounts in the bank, and at the same time T2 is creating an account. According to T1, the total persons in the bank account created is 20, but T2 has added one more account, so the total account is 21. But here T1 is reading 20. T1 is not reading the proper data. That's why it is known as the dirty data or data inconsistency problem. For this let me to take example. Just wait. Let me to remove all these things. I don't need this. Let me to create a method. Which method? Let public class concurrent extends thread. Here in this I want to allow multiple threads to access my account. There are multiple threads in my account. As like I am writing here array list. Let me to remove this string. Let's take here string. Got it? Now I am writing here public void run. As you know that whatever the methods we will write in the run method, the child thread responsibility is to run the run method. Now I am writing here try and thread dot sleep. My thread want to sleep for 2000 second. Then I am writing here catch block, catch exception e. Now I have added let me to write this globally. Let me to take this as global so that it can be accessed from anywhere. Got it? Now I am adding here what is the array list name? L dot add. Let's say I have Suraj. What? I want to make this array list as static. static. Why I have made this array list as static? Because as you know that in the static it is for the class level. So within the class we can access this array list anywhere. That's why I have taken this array list as static. If you want then you can take, otherwise you need to create an object. So I don't want to do all of these things just because I am here teaching. That's why I have made this static so that it can I get rid from. Now here I am adding here L dot add. Let's say I am writing Raman L dot add Rakesh. I am adding some data here. Got it? This is my data. Now what the main thread is doing? Main thread is creating the object. Let's take the class test C is equal to new concurrent test here. Now by the help of this C dot start, let me to start my child thread, and after that I have taken iterator let's take string iterator itr is equal to L dot iterator. Got it? I have taken L dot iterator, and as you know that iterator is a cursor, so I have to read all the values line by line. So iterator dot has next. Then I am reading here itr dot next sys out itr dot next. I am reading here itr dot next. This is my while loop, and after this let me to make my thread sleeping for 10 millisecond. thread thread dot sleep. I am explaining this because this has some particular region. That's why I am explaining this. It is giving the compilation error because I have not throws exception. Let me to write here exception. Whether I can write the interrupted exception or I can write the normal in exception, because exception is a parrot. Now I am printing here L. When I am compiling it, it will give the concurrent. Just wait. Why it is not giving the concurrent modification exception? Just so let me to check this. I have created try. Oh no, the catch block is not working. That's why it is giving sys out sys out sys out e dot get message. Got it? If there will be any exception, then I have to throw this. Now when I am compiling this, just wait, it is giving the same answer. L dot add of Suraj, L dot add throws exception. My thread C dot start iterable itr L dot iterator, while here thread dot slip 1000 millisecond L dot 2000. Just increase the time. Try L dot add. Just wait. Here you can see in the console, you can see this give the concurrent modification exception. Why it is giving the concurrent modification exception? Because while the main thread was iterating, my main thread is iterating the list. In the list, we whatever we have written here, Suraj, Raman and Rakesh, all these three things, why when the main thread was iterating, at the time I have kept my main thread to sleep for 2000 millisecond. When I keep this thread to sleep mode in the 2 second, then the child thread will get the priority. Then try block executed. Yes, there is no any exception, that's why catch block will not execute it. And after that, outside of the block, I have written L dot add of Suraj. That's it. Again, when my main thread wake up and he see that one new object is added, according to the main thread, there was only two data. Then that data was Raman and Rakesh. But now after when he wake up, he see that there is one more data. That's why it is giving iterable got disturbed. That's why it is giving the concurrent modification exception. This is the major problem according to the bank and other server system. When there are multiple threads try to access your data, array list is not providing the synchronization. That's why it is giving the concurrent modification exception. But there is one method. With the help of this, we can get the synchronization. Synchro L dot get synchronization. sy L dot L dot synchronized set. There is a method named as synchronized list L1 is equal to, let me to import this. This is for the list, this is not for the array list. Just wait, control as save. L dot, there is a method named as synchronize. I am forgetting that what is the proper name, get synchronize or synchronize. That's why it is not giving the proper answer. Let me to remember these things, that whether this is synchronized set or this is synchronized ही होता है यार. L dot synchronized s L dot synchronize. Sorry. Here it is available in the collections dot synchronized. Here collections dot synchronized. It is available in the collections class, and its return type is list L1. Got it? Now this list L1 is L1. Let me to write here L1. Now you can check the output. Raman Rakesh, just wait. I want to print here L1. Sorry, because I have not printed here L1. That's why it is giving. Let me to print this. Rahul, Rakesh, and after that it is giving the concurrent modification exception. It is giving the concurrent modification exception. ITR.L1. L1 is synchronized, and then I have called ITR L1.ITR ITR.hex next. Then my thread is sleeping for 2 seconds, but here it is adding in L. Let me to add here in L1. L1 is not applicable here, so I need to take this inside the main method. That's why it is giving the problem, because here the scope is not available. This is inside the main. That's why it is giving the compilation error. I need to write this here. So in the collection there is a method named as synchronized list. This is method synchronized list. With the help of synchronized list, we can make our array list as synchronized, and there are some other classes which provide synchronization as like vector and hash table. This both class are synchronized class, and with the help of synchronized list method we can make our array list as synchronized, but according to our performance it is very poor performance. Poor performance. Why poor performance? Because here vector is synchronized. So if I am taking here any vector object, let me to delete all these things. I don't need this. Let me to delete this, and let me to delete all of this too, because I don't need this. Now when I am taking vector v is equal to new vector v is equal to new vector, when I am taking, let me to import here, write the star so that every class will be imported. When I am writing here vector v dot new vector, as it is synchronized, then only one thread is allowed to access this vector object. Only one thread is allowed to access this vector object. This is synchronized. Then if the vector and hash table is synchronized, then what is the need of concurrent collection? Why the concurrent collection is used? Because we have the previous vector and hash table. It is giving a synchronization. So whether if I need this, then we should have to go for the vector and hash table. But how it is poor according to the performance? Because as we know, if the vector class is synchronized, so only one thread can access object at a time. Only one thread is allowed to access the object in the vector. As the vector is synchronized, only one thread is allowed to access the object. Let's say there are 1000 threads. This is a banking application. Here there will be a multiple of customers. Customers are thread. So if there is a 1000 customers, then only one is allowed to perform the transaction. Only one is allowed to perform the transaction, and other 999 persons are in the waiting state. When the last one completed it, then the other one will get, then the size will be 998. Got it? So with the help of vector, if we are locking our whole data, if we perform synchronization, so the whole object will be locked and only one thread can be able to access the object. But what the other threads will do? They all have to wait. That's why it is, according to the performance, this is very bad, because we can't hold our customer for more than 1 minute. Otherwise the customer will not use this. Got it? That's why according to the performance, hash table and vectors are not suitable, because in the vector, as the vector is synchronized, so only one thread is allowed to access the object. Let's say I am performing the transaction. I am I am performing the transaction. I am performing the transaction. Now other thread, let's that I am the thread T1. I am T1 thread. My name is T1 thread. Now you are T2 thread. You are T2 thread, and you just want to read the data. You want to check the balance, your account balance, and I am T1. I want to perform the transaction. If anyone is trying to access the vector, then at first other threads have to wait. So until I am completing my transaction, you are not allowed to read your data. Even you are not allowed to read your data. You don't want to perform any transaction, but for the reading operation you have to wait. This is the bigger problem of vector, because only one thread can access this. That's why vector is not suitable. That's why concurrent collection came. Now let's start the term of concurrent collection. That what is concurrent collection? Concurrent collection provide thread safety. It provides the safety with the help of other locking system, as like in the hash map, as like I have told you, in the vector or hash table, the whole data is synchronized. So whole data will be locked, so that only one thread can access at a time. But in the concurrent collection, the thread safety we achieve by another method. Let me to delete all these things. Now I am starting the concurrent hash map. Now this video will be longer. Let me to make another video.